Good morning, I'm Leslie and my topic is internal control activities. Internal control activities are the policies and procedures as well as the daily activities that occur within an internal control system. This includes two types, the preventive and the detective. The preventive control activities aim to deter the instance of errors or fraud. These activities designed to prevent errors, inaccuracy, or fraud before it occurs. Yun nga. Based sa niya na preventive, so nape-prevent niya yung mga errors katulad ng yung karamihan ng preventive control are based on the concept of separating duties. Yun nga, example, yung pagbabawal na sa pagpa-purchase and pagre-receive ng item, dapat magkaibang tao yon kasi kung isang tao lang yon pwede siyang mag-result ng fraud. And yung pag-order and yung accepting ng inventory, isa rin yon. Dapat hindi isang tao lang yung gumagawa nun. Yan. Detective control activities are designed to identify problems that already exist. Yun nga, yung detective naman is yung pag-aalam ng mga nangyaring errors, yung error na nangyayari. Example na to yung sa reconciliation and yung sa audits yun. Pag may error na nangyari, aalamin kung ano yung naging error or kung paano yun, kung paano masosolusyonan. Internal control responsibility. Internal control is the general responsibility of all members in an organization. However, yung tatlong to, yung may pinaka-specific na responsibility sa internal control. First is the management. Management holds ultimate responsibility for establishing and maintaining an effective internal control structure. Through leadership and example, management demonstrates ethical behavior and integrity within the company. Yun. So, dapat yung management, yung may malaking role sa internal control. Dapat alam niya yung mga nangyayari sa company. Dapat, yun nga, example din yung ng behavior. So, dapat natuturuan niya yung mga tauhan niya kung paano gawin ng tama yung trabaho nila. Second is the board of directors. It provides guidance to management because board members have a working knowledge of the functions of the company. They help shield the company from managers who try to override some control procedures for dishonest purposes. Often an efficient board that has access to the company's internal auditors can discover such fraud. Yan. Pangalawa yung board of directors, yun. So, sila din yung guide sa mga managers, and madalas yung mga ibang board of directors, meron sila access sa audits kung saan mas madali nila malalaman kung may nangyayari bang fraud or so yun. Last, yun nga yung auditor. Malaki yung role ng auditor sa internal control kasi sila yung gumagawa ng audit, and dun sa audit, dun nalalaman kung ano nang nangyayari dun sa company, kung nalulugi ba or din yung may alam kung nasusunod ba yung procedures and policies na pinatupad ng company, ganun. So, yun. Let's move on to financial analysis. Financial analysis involves using financial data to assess a company's performance and make recommendations about how it can improve going forward. So, these are the types of financial analysis. vertical, horizontal, leverage, growth, profitability, liquidity, efficiency, cash flows, returns, rates of return, valuation, scenario and sensitivity, and variance. Okay, first is the vertical analysis. This type of financial analysis involves looking at various components of the income statement and dividing them by revenue to express them as a percentage. This type of method in financial statement, ah, yung method na to yung madalas na ginagamit sa financial statement kasi simple, and it is also called as common size analysis. So, in financial statement, to get the percentage, these are the vertical analysis formula. So, individual item over total sales times 100. So, ayan, example. Kukunin natin yung percentage ng cost of goods sold. So, 400,000 divide mo sa 1 million. Tapos, ita times sa 100. So, makuha natin yung, ayan, 40%. So, ayun lang din yung gagawin dun sa mga susunod na item. So, pag binalik ko dito, ayan, try natin kunin yung gross profit ratio, yung percentage niya. So, gross profit, 6,584,263 divide natin sa total revenue, which is yung sales, 14,953,224. Tapos, ito times natin siya sa 100. Kaya makukuha natin is yung 44.0. Ayan, 44.0. Yun yung nakalagay dito. Ganon din yung gagawin dun sa operating profit ratio, net profit ratio. Dun siya i-divide sa total revenue. Yun nga yung sales. Sa method na to, madalas pinagko-compare yung statement ngayon tsaka nung mga nakaraang taon para makita kung kung nag-i-increase or decrease ba yung income or not. So, dito may kita natin na yung yung cost of goods sold, yung sa year 1, 40-40. Tapos, pagdating sa year 2, bumaba yung cost of goods sold ng 10%. Then, yung net profit, kung makikita natin, dun sa year 1, 17 siya, then nag-decrease siya into 8%, tapos nag-increase ulit dun sa year 3 into 18%. So, mas madaling malaman kung yung sales ba is nag-increase or nag-decrease. Kung kanina yung ginamit natin is yung financial statement, ngayon naman is kung yung gagamitin natin is yung balance sheet. So, ito yung formula niya. Individual item divided by total asset or liabilities times 100. So, ayun, example. Yung kukunin natin yung percentage ng accounts receivable. So, yan, katulad lang din kanina, 400,000. Di-divide natin sa total asset, which is 1 million. Tapos, ita times sa 100. Yun, makukuha din natin ulit yung 40%. So, ganun din yung gagawin para makuha yung percentage nung total current asset, fixed assets, yun. Ganun lang din yung formula. Next is the horizontal analysis. So, horizontal analysis involves taking several years of financial data and comparing them to each other to determine a growth rate. This will help an analyst to determine if a company is growing or declining and identify important trends. So, yun. So, dito, mas talagang kino-compare para malaman kung yung company ba is nag-grow. The term horizontal analysis refers to the financial statement analysis in the historical data from the income statement, balance sheet, and cash flow statement is compared with each other. So, it indicates the change either in absolute term or as percentage change year over year in each of the line items. So, ito yung, to get the horizontal analysis absolute, the formula is amount in comparison year minus amount in base year. So, ito yun. So, 250.40 US dollars minus 220.80 is equals to 29.60. Yun yung absolute change. Ima-minus nyo lang yung net sales nung 2018 dun sa 2017 tapos makukuha nyo yung absolute change. Tapos ganun din yung gagawin nyo sa iba pang item para makuha nyo yung absolute change. So, para naman makuha yung horizontal analysis percentage, yung absolute change, di-divide mo sa amount of the item in base year, tapos ito times sa 100. So, ito yung example. So, try natin. So, yung absolute change nung 2000 for the current assets nung 2008 and 2007 is 17,000. Ibig sabihin nun, nag-increase. Tapos, para makuha yung percentage, 17,000, di-divide mo sa base year. Yung base year is yung 2007, which is yung 533,000. Tapos, ita-times sa 100 para makuha mo yung percentage na 3.189. Yun yung nakalagay na 3.2%. Tapos, ganun din yung gagawin dun sa mga susunod na item para makuha nyo yung percentage. Kukunin mo lang yung absolute change, then i-divide mo siya sa base year. Yung base year is yung 2007, yung past year or yung past year, tapos ita times sa 100 para makuha yung percentage. Leverage analysis. Leverage ratio are one of the most common methods analysis used to evaluate company performance. So, common example of leverage ratio is debt over equity and debt over EBITDA. The debt to equity ratio is a leverage ratio that calculates the weight of total debt and financial liabilities against total shareholders' equity. So, yung formula to get the debt to equity ratio is total liabilities over total shareholders' equity. So, example, ayan, yung total liabilities niya is 15 million. Yun yung total debt. So, 15 million divide natin sa shareholders equity, which is 10 million, equals to 1.5. So, kapag yung debt to equity ratio is mababa, ibig sabihin nun, mababa lang din yung funds na nakukuha nila sa mga lenders or yung mga loans, ganun. Ibig sabihin, mas mataas yung funds na nakukuha ng company dun sa share sa mga shareholders. Kapag yung company naman is mas mataas yung debt to equity ratio, ibig sabihin nun, mostly nung funding ng company is nakukuha sa paghihiram ng pera or dun sa mga loans sa mga bangko. Kapag ganun yung nangyari, ibig sabihin nun, yung company mo is nasa potential risk na siya kasi nga mas mataas na yung pera na hinihiram nyo kaysa dun sa mismong pera ng company. Net debt to EBITDA ratio. EBITDA stands for earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization. The net debt earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization ratio measures financial leverage and a company's ability to pay off its debt. Yan. So, to compute the net debt to EBITDA ratio, the formula is net debt over EBITDA. So, to get the EBITDA, add the depreciation, interest, tax, and yung net earnings para makuha nyo yung EBITDA. Kaya nakuha yung 18,500. So, for example, dito sa report na figure ng McDonald's. So, kukompute natin yung net debt to EBITDA. So, net debt i-divide sa EBITDA. So, makakuha natin yung 2.58. So, 24,732 300 divide sa 9,603. Okay. So, yun. Lumabas sa calcu is 2.575. Yun. Kaya siya 2.58. Para makuha yung net debt, i-add nyo lang yung short-term debt and long-term debt, then ima-minus siya dito sa cash and cash equivalent. Yun yung formula para makuha yung net debt. Tapos para naman makuha yung net debt to EBITDA ratio is yung net debt didivide sa EBITDA. Growth rates. Analyzing historical growth rates and projecting future ones are a big part of any financial analysis job. Example of analyzing growth include year-over-year. Yun, yung para siyang paparehas nung sa horizontal analysis. So, yun, year-over-year analysis. Type of financial analysis that's useful when comparing time series data. Yun nga. So, para makuha yung percentage ng YOY change, talaga. Growth rates. Analyzing historical growth rates and projecting future ones are a big part of any financial analysis job. Example of analyzing growth include year-over-year. Yun, yung para siyang paparehas nung sa horizontal analysis. So, yun, year-over-year analysis. Type of financial analysis that's useful when comparing time series data. Yun nga. So, para makuha yung percentage ng YOY change. So, para makuha yung year-over-year change percentage, ay formula is yung current year, ima-minus nyo dun sa past year, then di-divide dun sa past year. So yung current year Yung EBITDA ng current year is 36,000. Ima-minus natin dun sa EBITDA nung past year na 37,500. Yan. Tapos, i-divide natin siya dun sa EBITDA nung past year, which is 37,500. So, negative 1,500. Di-divide natin sa 37,500. Yan. So, lumabas is negative 0.04. Times natin siya sa 100. Kaya yung sagot is negative 4%. Tapos, ganun lang din yung gagawin. Yung year-over-year financial analysis, pwede siyang gamitin dun sa sales revenue, cost of goods sold, selling general administrative, ayun, so yun.